Well, we finally got our answer. The Dolphins went out and made a bunch of roster moves, signing a trio of vet pass rushers. And let me tell you, if it was 2010 to 2014, I'd be excited. But hopefully they got a little gas left in the tank. We'll talk about that. Also, we will break down the film from week 18, Tua against the Buffalo Bills. And I'm going to tell you this, Tyreek Hill on those last two drives, my friend, you got some explaining to do. Let's hop into it. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new.
Touchdown! Got it! You have got to be kidding me. Jalen Waddle has a Dolphin touchdown. And he will score! Deep field down the near side, man open, touchdown! The run from Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown! He's going deep. He's going over a touchdown again! Touchdown!
Beautiful day to be a Dolphin fan. Let's go!
What is good, Fins Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason, and we are back here for another one. Appreciate all y'all for coming through today. I'm joined by the homie Martin. We're going to break down Tua's film as it's the fourth regular season of Tua Tuesday. It comes to a close. And Martin, next week we're going to have the honor of the first Tua Tuesday during the Tua Tagovailoa era in the playoffs when he's healthy. Hopefully it's for a winning cause. Hopefully for a winning cause. You know what I mean? So anyways,
right.
Before we get into some roster moves today, man, people didn't have it. You know, you had to go to work. People didn't have a chance to see you come up. You're one of the stalwarts of Dolphin After Dark, and you weren't able to come up. You know, here's your chance. Tell people your thoughts coming away from the loss. Then we'll go over the new signings, and then we'll go over the film. Go ahead. Tell everyone how you feel coming out of that game.
Yeah, bottom line, man, it was a tough loss all around. There were so many things that happened so, correctly for us that you have no choice but to be disappointed at the end result, especially when we were given so many opportunities. Defense forcing 3 turnovers that just before the half, Jerome Baker keeping a potential score out of the end zone. There were so many opportunities that we just blew in that case. The only caveat in all of this is we don't have to play Buffalo back-to-back weeks. I think we're underestimating that caveat. As much as it would have been nice to have the number 2 seed and, where everybody had to come to us up until the potential Ravens game, I just didn't like the potential of us playing the Buffalo Bills in back-to-back weeks. I wasn't comfortable with that scenario. So I'm not, that's the caveat of, okay, it happened. We're moving on now on to Kansas City. So, let's just, the past is the past. Guys are coming back. Mike McDaniel, playoff Mike McDaniel, by the way, is a better head coach than regular season Mike McDaniel. And we've yet to see playoff too. And I'm excited about what that potential is. So, yeah, man, let's get it going,
man. Now today the Dolphins, they went out and they signed a trio of pass rushers because Cam Good's out with a torn PCL. Andrew Van Ginkel, he's out now with a foot injury. He's probably out for the rest of the season. That's the word. Well, he is. We don't have any IR spots, and he's out. That's the word. And also Jerome Baker comes back and hurts his wrist playing with that knee brace, and he had wrist surgery. He's out. So the Miami Dolphins went out, and they went out and they got Malik Reed, Justin Houston, and Bruce Irvin. Now, all 3 of them have played snaps this year, right? Malik Reed was with us in the offseason, right? He was on the practice squad, and then he was picked up by Vegas, and he played in 4 games with Vegas. Justin Houston, he was with Carolina this year after being with Baltimore the last 2. And he's played 7 games. He's played in 7 games. And then on top of that, Bruce Irvin, he's played in 3 games this year. I mean, if this was 2014, brother, I would be like, happier than a pig and what right now. We'd be rolling, baby. Remember in 2024 where Justin Houston had over 20 plus sacks in 2014? I mean, we'd be rolling, baby. I know Malik Reed's only been in the league since 2019, but you get my point of where I'm going with this. What are your thoughts? I mean, obviously, the elephant in the room is this is pretty much best available, right? Like, let's be honest. But you know what really stood out to me, Martin? They had JPP in the building, and they didn't bring him back.
That's very peculiar. To have a guy like Jason Pierre-Paul be the first one in as far as a new face, not even make it to getting 1 snap on the field, pretty much not even get 1 snap to now we're just racking up defensive ends and edge rushes all over the place. That's not JPP, and it's peculiar. But at the same time, Houston, Irvin, Malik Reed, although they're not what they used to be as far as their just prime time abilities. At the very least, you do have a boost in pass rush with those guys. That's what that means. Especially Bruce Irvin, in my opinion. I think he's very underrated in his bend to get to the quarterback. And Houston, everybody knows about him, man. Like,
he's also almost 37. He's gonna be 37 in 2 days.
Which is cool, but at the same time, if he still has something in the tank,
Justin Houston about to be 35 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, but we'll see, man. We just gotta kick back, man. We gotta kick back and see what the
well, you gotta hope that these guys have a little juice in their tank for a little run here. That's what you gotta hope.
That's it, man. We gotta hang on to that, to the edge rushes as much as we can, because we need them. We need them for a run.
Jason says, what about using Tyndall like Hassan Reddick? Brother, I'm going to tell you, with Tyndall, see Cam Smith, Fangio doesn't trust him. Now, Cam Smith is more so because of the ball hawk type, and what what we asked for coverage-wise. If we were in a man scheme, Cam Smith would be out there because we're relying on the athleticism. But because we're not, and because, you got to think and you got to understand this offense to actually gain your freedom in it, Cam Smith, just the trust isn't there. Same thing is there with Channing Tyndall. He had a problem picking up the playbook last year, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's probably had a problem picking up this defense as well. Eminem says, hey, Reason, when's the Omar video again? We were actually, because it got pushed off yesterday because of how everything got pushed back late into the evening for pressers and everything with the Dolphins. So we were actually, he said, hey, let's do it tomorrow. I had the Tua stuff, so here's the deal. We're probably going to do it on Monday following the KC game. That's when we pushed it back. So there you go. That's when that's going to come. JPP got hurt in Tampa and wasn't the same after. I'll agree with that. Philip says, go get Sue. So,
I mean they had Sue in the building as well, and they just didn't.
I heard that was the price. I heard Sue was asking for what was left on the table, like in terms of games and time. I heard he was asking for a decent amount of money. So
yeah, man.
Now these guys, hey, Justin Houston, you got a little bit of spice that's so nice left in you for a comeback game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, little revenge game.
Yeah, there's a couple of revenge plots here going into Kansas City.
Well, yeah. Well, Tyreek might be part of that plot if his hands don't stay on the bus.
Oh, Lord.
Bro, don't leave your hands in Miami, because I brought it up and I'm going to bring it up. You remember a couple years ago where he was talking to Shannon how Steve Smith was coming at him about his hands? You remember that?
Right. Mm-hmm. Mhm. I mean, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
listen, I know we want to say it about Waddle,
Right,
but Waddle
right.
ain't had these many crucial. Now he's had drops, but crucial drops in critical games, Waddle actually usually
Yeah,
comes through.
that's a
Waddle,
big fact.
Waddle
That's a
usually
big
actually
fact.
comes through. Go back to the Ravens game in primetime a couple years ago.
That's a big
Go back to
fact.
the Ravens game last year. Big
That's a
time
big
crucial
fact.
moments, Waddle actually usually comes through.
Mhm,
His drops
mhm.
usually don't end up costing us. There's only one I can think of, and it's the Skylar Thompson playoff drop against
Okay.
Buffalo. That's the only drop that comes to mind that stands out
That's
with
fair.
Waddle costing us. Tyreek, I
Mhm.
can sit here and count like six or seven off the top of my head.
And I'll be honest. When it comes to the usage of Tyreek Hill, I think it would even benefit the Dolphins more if we just continue to look to spread the ball around until
I'm telling
it's
you,
time to use Tyreek
you
in
know
those
what we're seeing right
situations.
now? Remember how we used to
Mm,
see it with the offensive line where he doesn't trust the O-line? But
mm-hmm.
do you remember how we went back in those first couple years? Remember how I always come up here and stress you would see tendencies into his game where he doesn't trust the receivers? You'd see tendencies
Right,
where he wouldn't trust his receivers too, right?
right.
Other than Tyreek, I think we're starting to live that a little bit in terms
Mm.
of Claypool's let him down
Ah,
week after week.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Cedric spotty. Cedric doesn't separate well. This game,
Right.
there are multiple highlighted throws. There are two. First of all, can I go back before we get into the film here?
Mm,
Can we talk about how big of a dime Tua threw up that left sideline and Cedric just got beat to it? Like,
mm,
if you look at it, I
yeah.
freeze framed it. Do you
Mm.
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Where Ingold had that personal foul, right?
Yeah. The blind ball. Okay.
Mm,
When
mm,
Tua throws it, Cedric's got like a step and a half on the defender. He
right,
lets the defender close the gap on him, and the ball
right.
and the ball's not even back. It's out in front of Cedric.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
he
the
lets the
defender got his
defender
hand
close.
across.
Yeah, he lets the
Yeah.
defender close it on him, and then he lets
Mm,
he doesn't even battle the defender for the ball. There's receivers
mm.
who are go up and take that no matter what, right?
That's
Done.
a fact.
And then
That's
the
a
one
fact.
over the middle. You know the one over the middle where Tua threw that
I,
dart. Hold on, it
yeah,
was a
yeah.
great defensive play, but he
Mhm,
couldn't separate. Right, that was an
mhm,
example of him couldn't separate.
mhm.
Tua still hit him in the hand too, huh? Tua still. If
I,
you watch the God view, Tua still
yeah.
hit him. Boom, right in the hand. The defender was a tad late. Now it
I,
would be like balls here and the hand comes there. Like that's how quick
yeah.
it was. It was bang bang.
Mm,
Coverage was
mm.
tight, but you got to come down with one of these, bro. One of them.
I get it. I get it, reason.
They're
And
both
when we get to
dimes.
that play,
They're both
when when
dimes.
when we get to that play, I'll try to elaborate on the type of throw that potentially could have been made on that play because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It did hit his hand, but as far as like the circumstances, the situation, when we get into that play,
But the
I'll
thing is,
elaborate.
if I remember correctly, I don't have my notes open right now, but the
Yeah.
coverage is pretty good everywhere on that play too.
Right. Like
Like
everything
that
was
was
that was the only spot where
that
Tua
was your
could make a decent throw. Hmm.
yeah. If I remember correctly, so
That's right.
anyways, we got what we got? We got like 53 minutes to get through this film because it's Hard Knocks time for everyone, right?
Hard
So
knocks.
agree. Thought Waddle fumble versus Viking hurts. Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Mm.
But we're talking about drops, brother.
Drops. Yeah.
All right, let's get into this. All right. It's only 31 plays, I think. So it's not too
Yeah,
bad.
more or less.
So all right, let's hop into this right here. Bro, I'm still listen, we're gonna talk about this. Actually, while I bring it up, we'll talk about that. Yo, bro. I am so mad that HN was screaming, "Feed me the ball," and they didn't feature more. And I will say he was lined up in a lot of looks, Like they actually did put him out a lot in looks as the game went on. I'll give him that much.
And we're gonna get to the final drive. The under usage of HN in that final drive was disheartening. Man. It was disheartening. So let's get into it, man.
Let's smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, guys. All right. Appreciate y'all for coming through. All right, let's do this. So, guys, especially the last two drives, man, Tua makes a. We'll talk about that Tua throw because Claypool. Oh my God, we'll talk about all that. But man, I'm gonna say this. I said this in the KC game. I'll say it again. Shouldn't even have been in that position for the interception. Just like we shouldn't have been in position for that last drive. I mean, there were plays being made. You know, that DPI, Tyreek, you got to come down with that and split the defenders, bro. Like, you got the angle all day to split them, bro. Oh my God. Anyways,
he's done it before.
Multiple times. So, 1st and 10 here. Dolphins first drive to open the game as they receive the kickoff. 2 in the pistol, 2-by-1 look with Julian Hill. He's motioning to the left. It's 12 personnel for Miami here. Bills, you know, they're in cover 2 and they're going to shift to cover 6. And, you know, right here, what you see is Tyreek motions, the corner crashes. Tua looks it off. Russo gets free and hits Tua as he throws Cedric corner route short for the incompletion. Obviously not an ideal start. Obviously not.
Yeah, bottom line, man, he had no time to step in.
Yeah, no.
It was right there, and I'll tell you what, that was the right read. And if he had the opportunity to step in, set his feet, I think he would have dined that. No different than the one that he dined later on in the game. Same circumstance.
Well, it's the same thing with, that throw later on in the game where he stepped up in the pocket and threw it to Tyreek, hit him in the hands, but he got took a pretty good hit from behind and dropped the ball on one of those final 2 drives. Man, if he would have had the time, because he didn't have the time, he had to step up and move up, right? If he would have had the time, there was 2 routes on that play where, man, you had the big play or you had the underneath play.
Yep.
But he had no time, right? He got forced up. I've talked about this. Our offensive line will be great all game, and then they'll take penalties or give up bad pressures at the most inopportune times and late in the game. It's very frustrating. 2nd and 14 after an A-chain run for 16 yards was followed by a run by him that lost 4. 2 is in the gun. A-chain to his left, 1-by-3 receiver set, 21 personnel for Miami. A-chan's going to motion out left. Bills cover 2 press in this play. And 2 is going to hit Tyreek on the quick out for an easy 7.
Yeah, 7 man, right read. 7. Right, a right read, right throw, and solid protection from the offensive line across the board, man. Solid play.
I didn't have a lot of complaints. I don't have very many complaints in my notes from the offensive line. And what's good and positive to me about that, Martin, is given the injuries of Isaiah Wynn and Connor Williams being out, this is the best combination we have. So to 100%. See the best combination we have available to us play up to the standards we expect in this type of game, I think that's one of the biggest positives not being talked about enough. Everyone's talking about 2 of this, 2 of that. You need to talk about this. You need to talk about Tyreek this and Tyreek that, not just 2 of this and 2 of that. And you need to talk about McDaniel this and McDaniel that, not just – you need to talk about the 3-headed monster. But when you're talking about a positive and the silver lining, the offensive line and A-Chan are the big silver linings that come away from this game, I think.
This is a good group. Yeah, this is a good group.
This is the best we have right now, man. So 37 now, 2 in the gun, 2-by-2 set. Tyreek has a wing back to that left side, empty backfield. Bills are going to show Tampa 2, shift to cover 3 robber. And this is it. Benford's gonna bail on A-Chan for Tyreek, and he's gonna open towards his side. Look, he runs between the streak routes, eh? You see that? I noticed that. I was like, oh, look at you, eh? You're being smart. You didn't, if you bail to one side, we can pick a shot here, but you can't. Both of those are kind of erased if you think about it. But Tua also, before he throws, I don't think he ID'd the safety rotating over the top to basically come over and help or bracket it. Not an ideal throw, interception, undercut, picked off. Now, listen, when you got Jake Bailey as your punter, you got to ask yourself, is this better than a Jake Bailey punt? You're probably going to come out and say yes. But we talked about this. We hear it after every game recently. Me and Martin talk about it. I know I stress it. You got to take what the defense gives you. We saw Josh Allen. How many times did we see Josh Allen people taking the stab routes, taking the curls over the middle of the field for 5-6 yards, just moving. Listen, I want you to watch. I want you to watch Smythe on this. You got the leak out, and he has a good shot at the sticks. You also have Berrios on the out route, but if you're late on Berrios, it's bad news because it's either him getting licked by a hit or a 2 interception, right? Because if you watch 7 here, right? If you're late on that, 7's going to lick him or he's going to undercut it. But, I mean, look at this leak out right here, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't got to, it's 3rd and 7, brother. Move the sticks.
Quarter.
First quarter, first drive. Keep it rolling. You don't need the big shot. And I know what he saw here. He saw that. I look at him. He's leaning back. He's already setting. Problem is, he didn't ID the safety rolling over the top. They disguised it. And because he didn't see that, and I know what he's expecting. He's not expecting this man to bail off Achane.
Yeah.
He's not expecting Benford to bail. Look at how they switched. But 7 stayed in zone underneath, right? In the hook curl. And look what happened here.
Tough.
Right? Like, they did a good disguise, a good switch, baited Tua in, and he fell for the bait. Why? Instead of taking what the defense gave you, brother.
Right. And you see the coach on the sideline.
Yeah.
You see the coach on the sideline at the bottom of the screen, like he had his finger up in the air, like, oh, that, touchdown. But I will say, the type of throw that Tua made on here was what I disagreed with. I see what he saw with the safety, kind of, roaming down as a robber, right? There's the safety to the left,
right there. Yeah.
So right when that happens, you have to think seam shot.
Yeah, that's a bullet shot. That's a bullet.
Exactly.
That is not we're going deep, lofting and taking it to the house. That's a Madden seam shot, bro. That's a Madden. You see the seam open, boom, freaking rifle it. That's what you got to do.
The safety gave him the key. He literally rolled down, man, right over the top of his head, man. Seam shot, baby. Got it. Yeah, put it right over him, and I think
later on, didn't he have a similar throw where he actually did layer it over the nickelback?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the curl route.
Yep. Yeah, on the curl. He actually layered it. Like, that's the throw you needed here.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Man, tough. Yeah, it's got to be out right there. Oh.
As soon as that safety just is flat-footed right all the way down, whoop,
right there,
right over his head, beamer.
Oh, yeah,
beamer. Yeah, so it's something to learn,
that, baby. You got a Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. That
Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. It's something to learn from, though, man. So we got to get a better ball out of Tua.
Good disguise, though, like good rotation, debate them.
And I'll tell you what, man, this Sean McDermott defense.
Well, we haven't. We broke down all the pass plays. We haven't seen a corner bail like this yet. We haven't seen this look yet.
No. They did their homework.
Because if he doesn't bail, Tyreek's gone. If he don't bail,
for sure. But he did, because he did his homework. He knew exactly what the leverage was with the players around him, and he knew his responsibility. So
yeah. Great
play by the defender, man. Hats off to him.
That's got to be, hey, if you're lined up outside, he's in the slot, you ID a streak, rotate. Because Taron John, is it Taron Johnson 7? Who's 7?
Yes.
He rotates underneath, but he stays doesn't he stay in the curl hook? He stays for the curl hook, right? Into the flat area?
Yeah. He's stuck in the curl flat.
Yeah. And oh man, and you can't take Achane because of Benford. He made a couple big plays this week. Because he makes a big play on Cedric Wilson later on.
Yep.
He played out of his. He played damn good.
I'll tell you what, because of his jersey number.
Yeah.
Because nobody really knows him out of all the stars on their defense. I think we underestimated how good that kid actually is, man.
Yeah, we thought we had one-on-one with
a heck of a game.
We thought we had one-on-one with Kiko Alonso with the jersey number, huh? Man.
Yeah,
that's just good design, good play. They baited Tua in. I know we hadn't seen that on film yet in past situation yet, so that's a new wrinkle we just saw there, right?
It was impressive, man. It was impressive, 100%.
Anyways, all right. So now, brutal. Again, probably better than a Bailey punt, though. Let's be honest. Dolphins get the ball back after an Eli Apple interception. Don't ever talk down on my Apple. 1st and 9 after Shaq Lawson offside made it 1st and 5. but a 6-yard Achane run for the first was nullified by an Armstead hold, backing Miami up half the distance to goal at their own 4. 2 in the gun, Jeff Wilson Jr. to his right, 2-by-1 receiver set for Miami, 21 personnel. Cover 1 press for Buffalo, but they'll shift to cover 2 post snap. As Wilson Jr. is going to motion out right. 2 is going to hit River Craycraft on the slant, who gets into space for a huge 16-yard pickup. Craycraft goes up the river to move the sticks. Let's go. That would be his only sighting. Thank you very much, River, for your donation to this.
Great route by Kraft. Pick and catch. And just clockwork right there, man.
Man, I'd be giving him more opportunities than, I don't know. He's another guy, too, that Tua has more trust with him than Berrios. He has more trust with him than Berrios.
Agree. And honestly, per the route concept and per what these guys do best, I would play Craycraft over guys like Cedric Wilson at this point, or guys like
I agree 110%.
You know, you want to give Tua a target that he can work with right now, but still Tua has to start trusting other guys as well. Give him opportunities, man.
Yeah. 1st and 10 after the Craycraft catch. 2 in the gun. Achane to his right. Ingold as an H-back to that side. 1-by-1 receiver set. 21 personnel for Miami. Bills are going to drop to Tampa 2 post snap. 2 hits Tyreek on the deep curl over the outstretch. See, this is the throw he needed to make.
Yeah.
That's the throw. See, on the interception, guys, this is the throw he needed to make. Watch the laser here on the curl.
Yeah,
it is still a touch late. I'm gonna if I'm nitpicking, it's still a touch late. I should be out, but hey, I mean, look at that's the laser we needed. That's what we needed on that seam shot to Tyreek. You throw this on that seam shot, he's open.
Oh. Yeah, he Tua ripped it right here on time in stride. Yeah, and you know, we wish he would have had that same type of throw. You know, for the person.
Yeah, the grip and rip, baby.
I mean, it works every time, bro. And also, man, I like to give a shout out to the offensive line, man. They were activated. They were activated today, and I love this blocking scheme by Mike McDaniel. Everything just flows perfectly to create a pocket, and get to like that back, you know, that back hitch, you know, ball out. You know what I mean? So
look at that.
I mean,
look at that.
Love it.
Activation for the nation. All right, big. All right, so 19-yard gain, huge. Now we got 2nd and 8 after an 11-yard Achane run, reset the downs after the Tyreek catch, and then it was followed by a 2-yard run from Achane as well. 2 in the gun. We got Achane to his right, 1-by-1 set as Ingold motions to the left. 21 personnel for Miami, cover 2 for Buffalo. And right here, Leonard Floyd, he's going to come off the right edge freely as Julian Hill's chip block. Look at this. Doesn't even move him. Julian Hill loses balance. And Tua has to eat the play and throw it away. Come on, Julian Hill. I keep hearing you're the guy because of your blocking. What's brutal about this, guys? Watch Cedric on the deep out. If given to his tendencies and what he likes, if you disrupt Leonard Floyd here, Tua's hitting Cedric here on this deep out because it's there and he's looking at it. See, he looked it, but he had to, or if you got the check down here if Julian Hill doesn't lose his balance.
Yeah, I'm going to nitpick a little bit here, man. I'm not a fan of this type of play for Tua. Tua bootlegs are suspect to me. You know, I don't like to see him do that roll out. I want to see him roll into a pocket, and I want to see Julian Hill sustain that block instead of being an outlet immediately. Like you said, if he gets time,
that was the worst chip I've ever seen in my life.
It was terrible. But if Tua gets time right there, I think, like you said, he probably rips it to that deep out Cedric, and it was a big play. So.
Look at that here. Ready? Commentary. Ready? Here. This is Leonard Floyd. Come here, boy. Look at it. Like, come on.
He's like, man, get out the way.
Yeah. How do you get eaten up when you're the one chipping, bro?
I mean, it happens, man. He's a rookie. But he has to play better, man. He's out there.
3rd and 8 now, 2 in the gun, empty backfield, 3-by-2 set for Miami, cover 2 for Buffalo. Coverage is going to be good everywhere here. Tua is going to target Tyreek on the out route, pass the sticks. Tua throws off his back foot as he sees Floyd splitting Jackson Smythe, which caused him to be a hair off on the throw. Tyreek made the catch, as you saw there, but it's just out of bounds, incomplete. Dolphins forced to punt, so close to converting here. And you needed this. Like, so
I thought Tua was just
Martin.
I thought Tua was just late on the throw in here. As soon as you hit that back foot, once you plant that back foot, man, Tyreek already won. You already know he's going to win that. Yeah. Let the ball go. Give him the opportunity to stay in bounds, make a play for him. So just a little late on that by Tua here.
So close, man.
Mm-hmm. Just a little late.
Imagine if he's like a 6'3" receiver, he can toe tap that too, right? We've seen Parker do it. Don't lie to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Dolphins ball once more after another Josh Allen interception. This one by Deshaun Elliott. 3rd and 6 after Achane is stuffed for a 6-yard loss on a running back toss pass play. And then Jeff Wilson gets 10 of those yards back on a 2nd down run. 2 in the gun, Achane to his right. 1-by-3 set with trips bunch to the right. 11 personnel for Miami. Cover 2 look for the Bills. Smythe's going to motion outright, and then the Bills shift to cover 3 Robert post snap. 2 is going to hit Barrios on the stab route for 7 yards in the 1st down. You know why I like this? Because this is a conversion. And you know what I see here? You took what they gave you.
Perfect, yeah. Mm-hmm. Perfect read. Nothing more, nothing less. That's exactly what you need out of Tua. Like you said, take what the defense gives you. You see it, do it. See it, throw it. Don't hesitate. Don't second guess. Read the defense.
Money. All right. So now let's get into the next one. 1st and 10, 2 in the gun. Achane to his right. 1-by-2 receiver set. 21 personnel for Miami. Bills are going to show cover 6, 4-2. Achane's going to motion outright for an empty backfield look. Bills will shift to cover 2. It's a forward toss to Achane, who loses 4 yards on this play. Ingold, to me, didn't do enough to disrupt Russo, but that's not his assignment as well, right?
No,
because he needs to get out in the flats as a lead blocker. So this needs to be ID'd and picked up better by the offensive line is what needs to happen here.
Potentially, but I thought it was actually really well read by the Buffalo Bills defense. They kind of knew what was coming, and the blockers, they essentially got to all their landmarks. But again, when a perfect defense like that, man, like perfect read, perfect pursuit, they just made a better play on that play. Yeah, man.
Well, yeah.
You see, like right there, they're just in it.
My thing is if Teron can chip him and get out instead of chipping inside, oh man, that's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If he could, because he goes in, if he can chip out and then roll out, that makes a huge difference. But and then he doesn't even finish his 2nd level block. Look at his angle on his 2nd level. He gets beat on the second.
Right. I think the
set on the play.
I think the linebacker that was a heck of a play by him. He just sped through the landmark of where Armstead was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great play by the defender.
3rd and 14 after an Achane run for no gain. 2 in the gun. Achane to his right. 3-by-1. Receiver set. 11 personnel. Bills will show cover 6, but they'll drop to cover 2. Smythe's going to motion to the backfield for a split back shotgun look. And if you look at here, Tua is going to, after there's the shotgun look, Tua is going to target the deep dig to Tyreek in the middle of the 4-box coverage, and watch him just drop it in there.
Yeah.
Right there. A little high, but right on the spot for Tyreek. Lets him high point the ball for a huge 23-yard gain down to midfield. And what's frustrating about watching him do this is he forgot to do it in the second half. So
that's still a big grab by Tyreek, though, man.
It is.
I want to say caveat. I think defenses are catching on to what we're doing with Tyreek on the deep ends. the Baltimore Ravens did a bailout Tampa. The Buffalo Bills on this play did a bailout Tampa. I think if that's what defenses are going to start catching on to when Tyreek Hill is on one side of the field, you have to, if you're Mike McDaniel, create a situation where there's an underneath route right underneath in front of that. So Tua doesn't have to force that and just be like, oh, not open, dump it off, and just get positive yards in the positive game instead of putting it in harm's way. So that might have to be something to install, you know.
2nd and 6 after a 13-yard Jeff Wilson run is followed by a 4-yard run by Jeff Wilson. 2 under center I formation, 1-by-1 receiver set, 21 personnel for Miami. Bills show cover 2. Smythe motions to the right. 2 is going to fake the toss to the right, bootleg back to the left, and he's going to take off up the left sideline for 7 yards, the first down. Who said he can't create off script or use his legs?
Scooting.
Dolphins would score 2 plays later on a 25-yard A-Chan run, 7-0.
A-Chan. The only thing the only thing I'm nervous about is that arm slide. You know how he kind of leaves his arm out to dry while he's sliding sideways? And if a defender just completely collapses on him, you know, it like, you see that?
Yeah,
like his arm just extends a little bit. I'm like, yeah, we got to work on that, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. 7-7 after the Bills answer with a Trent Sherfield Madden glitch touchdown. Wish you could have made an easy touchdown catch in December last year for us when we needed it, but 2nd and 7 after a 9-yard A-Chan run to start this drive is followed by an encroachment penalty by Buffalo and a 3-yard run by Jeff Wilson Jr. Tua, he's in the pistol, 2 receivers to the left, 21 personnel for Miami. Tyreek's going to motion to the right, cover 2 for Buffalo to cover 6 here. Tua looks off Tyreek, then he's going to come back to Smythe up the seam right there, 14-yard chunk play. It's so automatic. Like they don't utilize A-Chan enough. They don't utilize the seams enough, bro. I feel like I'm talking about this every week, every time I'm seeing big plays come out of it.
That's a fact. And you know, right read, right throw on this play. And that pass was sick, man. When you see it from the God view, y'all got to look at this, man. Tua just, I mean, this is a sick pass right here. He clearly protected Smythe on this and just slid it. Like, I mean, the angle to allow your receiver to stay out of that big shot, you know, from that safety. I mean, that's a precision pass right there. I love it. Right there. Mm-hmm.
Loving it. All right, 2nd and 9 after a 1-yard Jeff Wilson Jr. run. 2 is in the gun. Tyreek. You almost got me. 3rd and 3 after back-to-back Jeff Wilson Jr. runs, 1 for 7 and 1 for no gain. 2 is in the gun. Jeff Wilson Jr. to his right. It's a 3-by-1 receiver set with Cedric motioning from the trip side to the right. Jeff Wilson Jr. then shifts to his left in the backfield. It's going to turn into a 2-by-2 look with double stacks, 11 personnel. Cover 1 press for Buffalo, and Tua drops an absolute dime to Cedric on that C route or corner strike route, whatever you want to call it. 24-yard gain down to the Buffalo 12. Perfect throw and catch here. I mean, and then Cedric comes out for plays like this, and you're like, oh, damn. But we know this is a scheme that got him open here, that little flat route, right? So, man, good what a dime by Tua there.
I mean,
a dime.
Money. Yeah, it was an absolute seed, bro. Absolute seed, bro. And the God view just does it all of its justice. Tua on this drive was exceptional. Tua on this drive was exceptional.
Bro. Yeah, this was one of his best drives, bro. This was arguably his best drive of the game. 3rd and 3, like, look at the throw. Look at the
see,
back footing it.
It's beautiful from this angle. Pause.
Ridiculous. Yeah. Dime. Look at that.
My God. Yeah. You can't hand it off better than that, bro. And he had pressure bearing down on him.
Yeah. That was just perfect.
Dime, seed, dot, whatever. If you want to put on that.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
All right. So now after the Dime City, it's 2nd and 9 after a 1 yard Jeff Wilson Jr. run. Tua is in the gun. Tyreek in the backfield to his right. This is where he is. Trips bunch tight to the left. And one wide receiver tight to the right. 11 personnel. Buffalo in cover 2 pre-snap. Cedric Wilson is going to fall. Watch him get jammed at the line, and he's going to fall. But Tua, he's going to target Tyreek, who motions out right at the snap like he's going to run a wheel, then comes back for that angle route. Tua hits him. He gets down to the Buffalo 3, 8-yard gain.
Mm-hmm. That was an excellent play design. That was clearly underneath the screen to Tyreek Hill it out the backfield. But Hunt, I think, was a hair too early for me. I think he was a hair too early. And obviously, they picked up the flag because he was in that zone, in that buffer zone where you can't call that.
Yeah.
But I just think, man, do your 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then get up out of here. We can't have penalties like that.
I think it threw him off because the defender slipped right there, right?
Mm. But I'm just saying off the line of scrimmage, like he just started getting into his block upfield a little too early, considering how the
that's why he always gets flagged for being ineligible downfield, bro. Don't you know?
It's close because they got Austin Jackson on there too. You know,
yeah.
So
yeah. All right, 3rd and 1 now. 2 in the pistol. 2 receivers stacked to the left, 1 to the right. 11 personnel. Buffalo is in cover 1. 2 is going to hit Tyreek on the speed out for 6. Make it 14-7 Miami. Boy, how we thought we were rolling at this point, huh?
But regardless, Tua got to start feeding other guys, man. When you look at Barrios on that play, he already knew he was getting the football, man. Hand was in the air. Like, hey, man. But still, you know, you can't argue. Look right there to the left. Look at that.
No more fades. Tua said, F the fade, bro. He said no fade.
But that's not a fade though. It's a corner, yeah. So again,
fades and corners. When you get to this thing, there's not much of a difference. He runs it harder. You run it harder to the corner on a corner. That's all.
But I thought the play design on this play was actually the best I've seen all year when it comes to, you know, having guys confused a little bit on the defensive side. He had 2 defenders bang into each other and, you know, other guys open. But, hey, you can't argue with it. Spot him, got him. Touchdown.
And then he does a backflip.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty's calling you out. He said Hill already scores a touchdown before Barrios raised his hands. Be real, Martin.
I'm being real about Tua has to read the defense. You have to read the defense, even if that's a play where Tyreek is going to be open. Read the defense, brother. There's other guys on the field.
First drive on the second half for the Dolphins after the Bills started the half off with a drive ending in a punt. Still 14-7 right here. 2 is in the pistol, 3 receivers to the right. 21 personnel. Buffalo shows cover 6, but they'll shift to cover 3 with Achan's motion. It's a screen to Achan. He's going to find a small seam for 5 yards on this play. Okay, here's the thing. I would have ran it on the next play after this. Instead, we go pass. Like
it was more of a panic. Like, oh my God, we're back up. Let's
no, it's 14-7. It's you just got 5 yards on your first down, buddy. Run the ball. The whole playbook's open right now.
Oh, it was 2nd and 5 after that.
Yeah, this is now 2nd and 5 now. That was first
down.
That was first down. That was our first play of the second half after we got the ball back after the Bills punt. That was the first play.
Go.
So now it's 2nd and 5. 2 is in the pistol. It's a 2-by-1 look. 21 personnel. Cover 6-4, 2 for Buffalo. Tyreek motion dropping to cover 3. What do we do instead of running it? Safety rotates, making Tua look off Tyreek. He drops a flat route by Julian Hill. Thinking because he thinks he's got the sticks because of all the space here, right? He's like, okay, I got a shot at the sticks, or he's going to be like a yard short. Problem is, look at Boyer. Stops him right in his tracks.
Yeah.
Like Julian Hill, you got to do something, bro. If you're not going to get your chip blocks down, or at least break a goddamn tackle or make a man miss. And now we're bringing up to 3rd and 3, and now we're in a position 3rd and 3. We know the Buffalo Bills defense and every grandma of every player on the Buffalo Bills knows we ain't running the ball here now on 3rd and 3. You just missed your opportunity to run on 2nd and 5. So now it's 3rd and 3. Tua's in the gun. Jeff Wilson Jr. to his left, 1-by-3 set here. Cedric motioning from the trip side on the right to the left side, makes it a 2-by-2 double stack look at 11 personnel. Buffalo's in cover 1 press, but they'll flip to a cloud 3-1 look. And Tua, what's he going to do? Take Barrios on the quick out for 2 yards, 1 yard short of the first down. Because the coverage is good everywhere. Look at the coverage. Coverage is pretty good everywhere else. Dolphins have to punt. And I really think you should have ran the ball on that 2nd down. You shouldn't have been throwing. Run a delay up the middle. We were killing them up the gut, man. But they were
we went away from it, though. We went away from it. And even on this play, it's 2 things. One, Braxton Berrios, I think, needs to run that route deeper past the sticks, just to make sure he's going to get the first down. But also, man, I thought that was an amazing play by the defensive player right there, man. Heck of a tackle in the open field. Man.
Yeah, twice.
You can't do it better than that.
Twice in a row. Run the ball, man.
Mm-hmm.
We 2nd and 5, and we end up getting 4 yards in 2 plays. And here's the frustrating thing. 2nd and 5, at the time, Achane was averaging 5.6 yards a carry. Wilson's averaging 5 yards a carry. We ran 17 plays in the second half. Only 3 of them were runs.
Damn shame. Ain't that a shame? Oh, and we paid for it at the end of the day, so.
But I agree with you. Get deeper beyond the sticks.
Just to guarantee it. Just to guarantee the first. That's all it is.
Guys, that's not how audibles work. It's not Madden. You just can't get up there and change every single play. Not everyone is Peyton Manning or Madden.
Exactly.
These guys think it's Madden. Oh, I can audible at the line in Madden, so you can do it on every snap. It doesn't work.
Nah.
Like that. It does not work like that. You have checks and alerts. Dolphins had to punt. So Dolphins ball after Christian Wilkins strip sack gets any way to blame 2A. Oh, he should have changed it. Dolphins ball after Christian Wilkins strip sack gets Miami the ball back. 1st and 10, Tua in the gun. Jeff Wilson Jr. to his right, trips left. 21 personnel for Miami. The Bills will shift to Tampa 2 out of cover 2. Tua hits Tyreek as soon as he finds the soft spot on the dig. Right out of the break. Boom. Right into that quick first strike. Right into that triangle coverage right there.
Yeah.
15-yard gain. Yeah. 15-yard gains. That's quick.
Yeah. Like it. Love it. And Reed got tattooed on that, man. This linebacker, man. What's his name again? 43.
That is Terrell Bernard.
That dude is a maniac, bro. I mean, 100 miles an hour everywhere he goes, bro. He hit Tyreek a couple times in this game. I was like, damn. So yeah, man, that's still a great catch by Tyreek.
Yeah, agreed. All right, 1st and 15 after Armstead committed a false start after the Tyreek gain. 2 in the pistol, strong left, 1-by-1 receiver set. 12 personnel for Miami. Buffalo, they're going to show quarters here, but they're going to shift to cover 3 with Smythe's motion. Tua is going to fake the handoff, has Tyreek on the dig, tries to throw it where only he can make a play. And Tyreek does, but it's challenged and overturned.
Honestly, man, we just need a better ball from Tua on that, man. We just need a better ball. That's all that is.
What should be a 14-yard gain.
Yeah.
Instead, in a 2nd and 1, instead brings up 2nd and 15. And you know what he's doing here. We've seen them make this play all year. He's trying not to lead him into a licking from the safety, but get it to the kneecaps, Tua. Get it to the kneecaps.
Yeah. And by the way, Reason, if you get back to that field view real quick, look at the play action. Look how the play action has everybody convinced that this was a run. This is what happens when you can run the football. This is what happens when you commit to running the football and it works. That play action only works because Achan and Jet and Hefe, they've been gashing you. So that's where, there's a benefit to running the football. Mike McDaniel has to, snap out of it, man, and really, stop. He has to commit to the run. He has to. We love Tyreek, we love Tua, but we got guys, man. Let's run the football.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to make a bit of a better throw there for sure.
Mm-hmm. Just a little higher, better ball.
Hit it at the knees, man. Hit him at the knees.
Yeah.
Kneecap him,
Tough
baby.
catch. Tough catch.
But we also pay Tyreek to make those catches on the side. He makes $30 million a year, bro.
He makes quarterback money.
And hold on. And let's not lie to ourselves. We've seen him make that catch on a
all the time.
But even towards the sideline, we've seen him do that. Not just in the middle of the field. So tough break. So now 2nd and 15, 2 in the gun. Wilson Jr. to his right, 1-by-3 set, 12 personnel. Buffalo looked like they're going to shift to cover 3, but they're going to go to Tampa 2 instead here. Tua is going to hit Cedric Wilson Jr., who gets outside leverage on the go route. But this is going to be such a great defensive play to break up the throw, which is a dime.
Right.
Benford had a game, man, and it wouldn't have counted anyways because Ingold gets flagged for the illegal blindside. But watch this. I'm going to freeze frame it twice, and then I'm going to run it full time. There's 2 spots I want to show you, okay? 1, look at the separation already starting when Tua throws it, all right? He's got like half a step on him, right? Cedric. Right? Look at even more now. The ball's in the air. He's probably got like a full step on him now, right? Pat's starting to get to the 40. Watch the closing speed. Look at the closing speed. And look at that ball. Look at it was not behind Cedric. That was a perfect ball out ahead of Cedric. And he got beat by the corner at the catch point. And it is, it's a dime throw, a fantastic defensive effort, and the receiver was not the difference. That's it. The receiver won the battle at the catch point. But I mean, that's where you want that ball. You can't put that ball at a more perfect spot. But Cedric
the defender
is
made
not
the better play.
Cedric's not a burner. He got closed in on, and that's it. The great closing speed for Benford. Benford had a game.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to say.
No, he played out of his mind. And they needed that performance from him.
Hit him right in the hands. Hit him right. Dime.
But also a reason. I don't know if this was an option, right? Either you go to Cedric on that over the top, or you do that swing. That's it's kind of like a swing screen with Tyreek right there.
Is it Tyreek?
I think that's Tyreek.
Yeah, it is Tyreek. It is Tyreek.
Yeah, it's like a swing screen, which is why I think Ingold tattooed that dude, man.
But
I think that's what.
How can you? The thing is, how can you question this throw when it was perfect?
No. I'm not questioning the throw at all. I'm just saying I think like what I can see is an option play. Like you can either go to the swing or you can go to the go route. He just chose the go route.
And he made a good throw. He made a dime throw.
Yeah.
Our receiver got beat at the catch point. That's all there is to it by a great defensive effort. That's it.
It was.
Because watch, I mean, you look at it here. We'll freeze it here for people to see.
He played right through his hands. Yep.
Yeah.
Well coached.
Tough.
I respect it, man. Yeah, like you said,
Scotty's right. And if Tua throws the hill, haters would say Wilson was open deep. Damn if you do that. He's right.
That's a big fact.
Right. So now it's 3rd and 24. It wouldn't have mattered anyways. You can sit here and say, oh, Wilson, oh, the screen. Guys, watch Ingold. Hill could have taken this for a touchdown and it would have been called back. Ingold gets called here for that blindside hit right there. And we still took a 15-yard penalty. Wouldn't have mattered who he went to. Flag would have brought this back. Doesn't matter. Ingold would have nullified it, whether Cedric brought that in or whether Tyreek went to the house on the screen. Play comes back. Doesn't matter. Penalty anyways.
And I'm curious if he
Waddle probably makes that catch
that block.
I'm just saying. And Waddle's probably got more separation and is gone with that. But anyways. Just saying. So now, 3rd and 24 after a 6-yard run by Jeff Wilson Jr. 2 in the pistol, 1-by-2 set, 11 personnel. Buffalo, they'll drop to Tampa 2 on this play. 2 is going to fake the handoff, and the leak out flats right to Smythe is who he hits. He's going to get 10 yards. But even again, Smythe gets the first down here. Let's say he breaks it off and breaks through everyone. It's coming back because Austin Jackson was flagged on this play for being ineligibly downfield.
Yep. He chased the blocker upfield. Chasing.
Oof.
That was a heck of a chase down too by Ed Oliver, man.
Yeah.
That guy's sick too, man.
So that brought up 4th and 14. Bills would then return the punt for a touchdown to make it 14-14. Bro, unreal. So now it's 14-14. Dolphins have the ball back. 3rd and 9 after back-to-back 8-chain runs. 1 for 1-yard loss. 1 for 2-yard gain. Right now, when it's tied, he decides now he wants to run the ball. Right now, not with the lead in the late in the third quarter. We don't want to run the ball. We want to run the ball now when it's tied. All right, and twice in a row.
What was this the punt? After the punt return?
No, this is after the punt return. Yeah.
They had 2 highly fortunate plays in this game, man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Cameron Good busted his knee.
Yeah, and the Sherfield play and that.
Yeah. Bounced off the defender's helmet.
Yeah.
Cameron Good busted his knee and then opened up a whole lane. Very fortunate plays for Buffalo to score.
2 in the gun. Wilson Jr. who's left. 2 receivers stacked to left. 2 receivers split to the right. 11 personnel. Cover 2 for Buffalo. 2 is going to target Cedric on the dig past the sticks, but he can't separate. Watch and Dane Jackson you can't separate from Dane Jackson. Look at it's the most open route on the field, and I'll show you the God view. Tua hits Cedric in the hands, but this is another big play from an average corner on Cedric Wilson. Is what I got my notes. Watch this, Tua. It's right there. It's right now. I get it. As the ball is hitting you in the hands, you're seeing a hand come in front of you and swat. Ball's there though, buddy. Buddy hits you right in the hands. Yeah, you got to come down with one of these. We've gotten 2 dimes in a row, and you've been outplayed, whether it's separation or at the catch point, by average cornerbacks by today's NFL standard. Now they're having games. Remember Dane Jackson we were targeting when he first came in. You got to make this play. Now I get the last play was a better defensive play than this. This one, you got to haul it in. This one, come on, Seti. This is why Tua don't trust these guys. Waddle makes this catch.
I agree.
Makes this catch. It probably has better separation.
I agree. And we just need.
You want it ready for it? Lynn Bowden Jr. makes this catch.
Right.
All right. How's that for you? Remember, he didn't drop a catch from Tua. Remember, he was the only receiver
for a while,
year. No, he was that only receiver who didn't have a drop pass all year. Look at, I just freeze framed.
He had one against Buffalo in week 18 in 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
He wasn't charged for it.
I remember one with Lynn Bowden. But regardless, in this case right here, like you said, we just need Seth to run a better route. And that begins from your release point. That's why he's getting jammed up like that. He doesn't have a good menu of releases right now. And even if he's clogged up like that with a defender, I would also, since this is the only place to go for Tua, if I'm making a throw to Cedric, knowing that he's locked up like that, I'm probably going to give him a lob throw, a jump man throw, because you see the room in the space that Cedric has to work with. I would give him that lob to Laird go up and make a play for me type of throw.
Bro, you hit him in the
considering
hands.
how close.
Tua did his job. You hit him in the hands.
It hit him in the hand, but I'm just saying a better throw per the coverage what he got, per what was man to man, because that you can get off of him. I'll do a lob throw on that. I'll do a lob. I'll lob it.
Bro, I ain't trying to hear that.
I give him the lob.
You got to make a play. Sorry, you got to make a play.
I'll give him the lob.
You're only making a play on your C route because Tua's making perfect dime throws. You caught one out of his 3 dimes.
The corner, right?
Anyways, 21-14 now after Dawson Knox TD because they had to punt due to the drop. All right. So done. And it's 1st and 10. 2 in the gun. Jeff Wilson Jr. to his left. Trips right. Achane is going to orb a motion to the left. 21 personnel. Tampa 2 for Buffalo. And 2 is going to step up and hit Tyreek a little high on the dig.
Yeah.
He gets cleaned a little bit. Can't come down with it.
Same dude.
Hit him in the hands again, but he didn't come down with it because he took a licking.
Yeah, by the same dude, 43. That dude was harassing Tyreek, in his Tampa coverage. There's nothing he can really do. Oh my goodness.
He missed him. He actually missed him. He missed him.
Nah, he got lit.
He barely got any of them. He got a touch of his back.
But you see the force though, boom, right there.
Oh yeah, if he catches that ball, he's lucky he didn't catch the ball because he could turn his body. Right? If he caught that ball and couldn't turn his body, he is getting destroyed on that.
True, that too.
And yes. Eichenberg, look at Eichenberg, just like attaboy. Look at Eichenberg. Attaboy, Eichenberg. Get out of here. Oof. Yeah, that's a little high. I get why it's a little high because of throwing into the box coverage. But you're gonna get him hurt on that one.
But like we said earlier, if you got that going with Tyreek Hill, they're all bailing out to that spot. You got to have something underneath to just make sure Tua gets the ball out comfortably.
Yeah. All right. So 2nd and 10, 2 in the gun. Achane to his right, 2 by 1 set, 11 personnel for Miami. Buffalo cover 2 as Barrios motions to the right, and they'll drop to Tampa 2. 2 is going to pump off Smite on the flat. See everything is taken away over the middle. He's going to bootleg to his left, pump again, then hit Claypool, who adjusted towards him, and the sideline. 3-yard gain here, and that'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Nothing really, man. I just didn't really like the play concept, the route concept, to be honest. But,
good adjustment by Claypool.
It was.
Maybe that's what earned him his trust for the interception throw. 3rd and 7.
We'll get to that.
We're not far away. 2 in the gun, empty backfield, 2 by 3 set for Miami. Buffalo will shift from cover 1 to quarters. 2 is going to hit Tyreek back shoulder, and he adjusts, but the ball goes through his hands and his arms to fall incomplete. Now, this one you got to make, bro. Come on, brother. You got to make this one, man. This is 3rd and 7. Money down. You got to make this, man. He's bringing it back shoulder so you don't get licked.
That's true, too.
Come on, man. And Tyreek adjusted because he knew.
That's true, too. And honestly, per the concept, me personally, I'd probably go to the square end. But like he said, he doesn't have that hit him. Yeah, that hit him. He just dropped it.
You got to close that in, man.
He just dropped it.
That's a 1st down.
He just dropped it.
Tyreek, we got to have a conversation, bro. This is our 2nd last drive, and we got to keep the sticks moving, and we're down, bro. Come on, man.
And again, reason that's why I keep overemphasizing. We got to spread the ball around, man. You see the top of the screen, those two square ends, right?
Yeah.
I know he wants to give Tyreek the opportunities because he is the best receiver on the team. But if you just read the coverage, trust the concepts, eventually Tyreek will become the preferred target on a play.
He's making making the throw though, so I'm not even gonna hold that right now, bro.
The throw was made. The throw was made. But I'm just saying, like, I think we're overdoing it with Tyreek to where now he's like having like Jalen Waddle concentration drops, where it's like, why is that happening? And again,
bro,
I'm a believer. I'm a believer of spreading the ball. Yeah, I'm a believer of just spreading the ball, man.
Well, we've seen him spread the ball. We've seen him target 12 receivers in a game. Buddy, this is why you get paid $30 million. This is why you were brought in for these moments. What are you talking about? Spread the ball around. This is why this guy was brought here for these moments. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. That's the same thing as people making excuses for Tua. That's an excuse for Tyreek. Ball was there.
No. It's a drop. It's a drop, period.
Multiple times. We pay you $30 million. You were brought in here to be a leader. You act like you're a leader on Hard Knocks when the cameras are rolling. Well, we've seen him on Hard Knocks tell Tua, just throw me the ball in those critical moments. Well, there you go, bro.
True. That's true.
So I'm trying to hear this, man. That's 3rd and 7. Ball should have been moved. Instead, we got a punt.
Mm-hmm.
You got a punt instead of a first down at our 42, 8 yards from midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. Anyways, Dolphins, by a miracle, get the ball back with around 2 minutes left, down 21-14. After a huge stop from the defense to get the ball back on a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, 2 in the gun. Achane to his right, 2x2 double stacks to each side, 11 personnel. Buffalo show cover 6-4-2. 2 is going to hit Tyreek off the motion on the curl route. 7 yards. He's going to get pushed out of bounds.
Right read, right throw. Right read, right throw. And this is the drive to tie the game. So, bro, get the ball out your hands quick.
G-Money, I want you to hear. You're a dumbass, bro. That's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. Receivers drop passes from Tua because they aren't expecting, because they aren't open. Are you dumb? I want to ask you, are you dumb? Like, are you trying to battle Forrest Gump for the lowest known IQ, in history here? You can't be that stupid, are you? You can't be that stupid. You can't be that dumb. Don't make me use the R word on you because, you're testing the spectrum with that kind of message. You're testing the spectrum, bro. You might as well be one of those guys out here that says Tua fakes his reads. Oh, this guy not open. This guy is absolutely dumb. Yes, he is dumb. Okay, now that you've admitted you're that dumb, bro, hit the bench. You can go right bench, bro. I don't even want you looking at the water boy. You're benched, bro. All right, so out of bounds, 7 yards. That'll stop the clock. That'll bring up 2nd and 3 right here. 2 in the gun, Achane to his left. 1x3 receiver set. 11 personnel for Miami. Buffalo and Tampa Bay off of Barrios' motion. Tua targets the quick out to Smythe for 6 yards and a first down. Take note, Cedric. That's how you catch a football in tight coverage, Cedric. Take notes. Smythe's showing you coverage is tight. Cedric makes a catch. Clutch. It's about time someone was clutch when we needed them to be. Good God.
And the right read, right throw by Tua. That's perfect location.
Look at this. Beast to take down. Bro, the last 2 games, Achane's been screaming, feed me. Smythe's been screaming, feed me. Ironically, right after I started, notice how I started making a big deal about we never threaten the seams, and all of a sudden the seams have been flashing in everyone's face. I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'd be just even on one of these drives, bro. Just boom.
Even from the Cowboys game, Darren Smythe has clearly shown like he can be reliable in those scenarios.
Listen, so he's not going to offer you a ton after the catch, but he's reliable at the catch point, and he'll get you to the sticks. And yes, not every down he's going to be a house to take down, but some of those drives he's a house to take down. He is a solid number 2 tight end, and he's the best option we got. Use him. Jesus Lord. All right, 2nd and 3 now. It's 1st and 10 because, Smythe just showed Cedric how it's done. First and 10 in midfield, 2 in the gun, Achane to his left, 2x2 receiver set, 11 personnel for Miami. Buffalo's in cover 6, and Tua's going to hit Tyreek on the dig, who gets grabbed up across the neck, chest area, draws the DPI. But brother, Tyreek, I'm calling your name again. I just watched you drop a key third down. Now you drop a football where we've seen you. Come on, bro.
Damn.
There you go. I'm going to freeze it there, and now I'm going to roll it back. Look at the defenders split.
Oh, man.
Buddy, you are gone through that.
Wow.
You are high-fiving the referee as you split those defenders. That is tie game right there, ladies and gentlemen. Tua made the throw. Tua made the throw to tie the game. And what happened? The $30 million man showed up and drop. Buddy, what are we paying this guy? $30 million for drops or $30 million for house calls?
That's a big momentum drop, too.
Come on, bro.
That's a big momentum drop.
We have seen him.
You got to have it.
The angles are not great from the safeties. We've seen him a handful of times as a Dolphin split this and take it to the house. You are gone.
And if not, that's at least inside the red zone. At least inside the red zone.
Come on,
get it,
Tyreek.
take off. Yeah. Get it, take off.
Come on, Tyreek. And so Tyreek went off the field, and I know people were like, he's shaking his head, always mad at Tua. No, I think Tyreek was mad about the drops. Because remember, what did Tyreek say after what was it? Was it after the last game or the Cowboys game? Remember, he'd already done it 3 or 4 times this year, saying he's got to be better than that because of the drops.
Yeah.
Remember? He said that 3 or 4 times after the games this year. Buddy. Inexcusable.
Man. That was a big momentum drop.
Bro, when did this guy pick up Jakeem Grant's hands, bro? When did he say, Jakeem, let me handle those for a few seconds, bro? It's like this guy's playing football with those Hulk hands. You know those big, like, rubbery Hulk hands you can buy at the store? Bro, what's happening here, bro?
And in all fairness, you want players to compartmentalize as best as they can. He had a rough week. He did, but regardless, we're in clutch moments and clutch situations, like you said.
Twice in a row, because we didn't know we'd get the ball back after downs, right? So this is now twice in a row.
Right, man. Right. Heavy.
All right. 1st and 10 now after the DPI, not because of Stonehands McGee over there. 2 in the gun. Wilson Jr. to his right. Trips left. 1 receiver to the right. 11 personnel. Cover 2 for Buffalo. They'll switch to Tampa 2. Austin Jackson gets absolutely dominated by Terrell Bernard.
Woo!
Tua steps up into the pocket, lets it fly towards Tyreek on the corner route. Tyreek tries to box his man out. Ball is high. Tyreek takes his shot behind, incomplete again, almost. My thing is here, you had Cedric all day on this one. You had 2 options here. You had Cedric on the streak route, who's gone for 6, or Berrios underneath on the slant if you want to play it safe. Or
Achane underneath, right there, right in front of him when he stepped up into the pocket to see where Tyreek was.
Yeah.
Just dump it.
But look at Berrios' space and look at Cedric.
Right.
But the problem is, you know why? It's because the pressure and the pocket got muddy. If the pocket didn't get muddy like this, he probably looks that off. But look at this. Because of the pressure. Damn, what did I say earlier? We allow pressure at the most inopportune. That was probably one of the worst plays by our offensive line all game. And it came into play where we had Berrios, Achane underneath for big gains, and we had Cedric streaking. Now, yes, he hits. Listen, again, I'll say it. If Tyreek's like a 6'3" receiver, he's making this catch. But the guy comes over top of him and brings it out. I'm not expecting Tyreek to make that catch. I can't sit here and say, Tyreek, you got him. But make one of these. Make one of them, Tyreek. Because you know what? Martin? On the DPI, even if you make the catch and you say what you said, like, well, worse, we're in the red zone. We're declining the DPI then.
Absolutely.
Right?
100%.
And we're inside the red zone. So
100%.
I don't know. Tyreek, we got to have a conversation, brother. And, maybe Steve Smith wasn't as wrong as you tried to make it out to be. 2nd and 10, 2 in the gun. Jeff Wilson Jr. to his right. 2 receivers stacked, tight to the left. Claypool out wide left. 1 receiver split wide right. Tampa 2 for Buffalo. Good coverage everywhere here, but Tua throws to Claypool, who runs his route wide and then rounds it out on the out off the break. He's not at the spot in time, and it's picked off. Bad decision by Tua. It was bracketed anyways.
Yep,
and this is a crucial moment with a guy who's barely been used. I think this was a bad route by Claypool and a bad decision by Tua. Interception, game over.
And I think what also equally led to a forcing that to Claypool. Cedric technically is supposed to be the read here, but because he's missed so many times, as far as just giving him opportunity, I think Tua was like, "F it, who else?" You know what I mean? Yeah. So you see Cedric right in the middle doing the over route. Cedric is there, but he doesn't trust it, man. And it's like, damn, you know what I mean? So it's a compilation of things, man. It piles up. But big play by Taylor Rapp. That was a big pick by Taylor Rapp, man, to end it. And I salute Taylor for that, man. He's an underrated safety to me in this league. He don't get enough credit, man. He's an underrated safety. And the Buffalo Bills played a lot of 3 safety looks with either Jordan Poyer or Micah Hyde playing that robber kind of defender in the box. So, I mean, great game plan by Sean McDermott. But a lot of missed opportunities by us too. So,
overall thoughts on the film?
Frustrating. Like how you like how you were expressing. I like how you were expressing earlier. It's frustrating because it was an opportunity, like we said before, to seal the number 2 seed and make the playoffs come through Miami as the number 2 seed. That would have been lovely. That would have been awesome to do. However, like I said earlier, when the show first began, playing Buffalo back-to-back weeks, it's not as favorable. It's not as favorable. I think this is more so what was meant to happen, what was meant to be. And I'm trusting that Mike McDaniel will have these guys fully locked in, fully prepared. What happened. Review the tape, move on. And players are going to come back, and they're going to be equally locked in. This is a great opportunity. And Tua, in particular, I want to see how this guy plays in the playoffs, bro.
Because look at this, bro.
Win in advance.
What's frustrating me is we harp on McDaniel, rightfully so, for situational play calling, getting away from the run, rightfully so. But then he calls plays that gets receivers in spots for Tua to make throws, and the receivers start letting Tua down.
They let him down. Exactly. It's tough. It's tough, man. But did they have
we're our own worst enemy again? Like, that's it.
Yeah. 100%.
This team can't get out of their own way.
100%. But we have an opportunity, and it obviously is Kansas City. But I'd rather play Kansas City than nobody.
Before that game, I was talking to EM, and I said, "Hey, man, I don't know if we can beat Buffalo twice in a row." And that's why I said I want the Steelers at home, and now I'm so jealous that the Bills are sitting there with our matchup at home with the Steelers. But anyways, listen, we match up better against KC. That's just what it is. I don't know what else to say. So, I mean, we'll see how it works out, man. But listen, I'll be live tomorrow, guys, with Richmond and ball game. We will have another episode of The Finish Line. Then on Thursday, I will be live with Neil for Fin Too Deep. Friday, I will be live to preview the game. Saturday, we'll be live reacting, and I'm sure we're probably going to have a Dolphins After Dark post-game show for that one. That's going down Saturday night after 11:30. I can almost guarantee you that that's what's going to be happening. So make sure you tune in for that. We had a great show out last time we did it. And then, hey, next Monday, the plan is to be live with Omar Kelly, and hopefully we're wrapping up a playoff win and not the Dolphins season. Appreciate all of you guys for coming through. Please do us the favor. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you are new. Go ahead. Enjoy Hard Knocks. Your boy, he's going to open Hard Knocks. He's going to watch Hard Knocks and open a mega box of Prism later. I don't know what time it is. It's a football night here, man. I earned that opening after having to sit through that film. So appreciate all of you. Smash the like button. And we will see you all in the next one. As always a pleasure, Martin. See y'all next time. Fins up. Man, let's get this dub this week. Let's go.
For sure.